of yourself? Are you proud of yourself? Huh? You got through? Are you proud of yourself? Hey everybody! Welcome back to Mills Cottage. I am Rebecca Mills. And you are Jonathan McKnight.
Not Mills.
And we are so excited to bring you this video.
Static.
This has been a long time coming. I am pumped beyond belief. And this is going to be the first of many series. And the drum roll, please. What are we building?
A greenhouse.
A greenhouse! Woo, 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 woo. John is a genius carpenter, master, construction man, and he is going to be doing all the hard work. And I'm just like, I think it should go here, and this is what it should look like.
It's talking me up a lot because I just dabble. I'm putting stuff together and doing the best I can, so.
Right. He's a genius. He's built my garden so far, and it looks fantastic. He has done some blueprints, and we're going to go kind of clear out some things, move the tree around, kind of get things ready to start. You want to show them your picture? You want me to hold it up and you kind of explain?
Sure. We decided to go with this slant style look, and then just to get an estimate on how much the materials are going to cost, I did a quick estimate of all four of the sides of what they would be like, how many 2x4s each side is going to need, and then each 2x4 is going to need a connecting piece as a stabilizer depending on how tall the structure is. Calculate them up. We just looked at Home Depot and Lowe's. It doesn't seem like it's going to be too much. Brand new greenhouse installed by somebody else is probably going to run you about $2,000. The wood for this project is looking like it's going to be $218.
Why don't you go and tell them the dimensions of everything? Like how wide by tall by all that.
The height might actually change,
Okay.
but I'll go through.
Just real quick. It doesn't have to be
okay.
in depth.
It's a 10 by 10 unit. So when you're standing inside, you're going to have 10 feet left to right, and then 10 feet forward to back. So this is going to be a square structure. And since it's slanted, we right now have the lowest point of the slant when you're standing inside the structure to be 8 feet tall. So you can still stand in it and then have shelves that you can reach. And then the highest point of the slant was 12 feet. I went out there and measured the fence, and the fence itself is only 6 feet above the ground. Of course, we have to dig a little bit down just to make everything level, but 12 feet is still double the size of the fence. And we really don't want any neighbors to complain.
We will get there as we go along.
It's proprietary information because I can make money off of
Right.
the genius concept of new concrete laying foundation processes.
So we're not going to give you a lot of details right now because, as you know, anything that's DIY changes all the time. It changes as you're doing it. So once we get things done and set in stone and go on to the next thing, we'll give you kind of update. The only thing I could ever think we might hire somebody else to do would be the foundation, and it doesn't seem like that's going to be an option. But I'm sure we'll have, my brother-in-laws are pretty handy, and we have some family members that are pretty handy and like craftsy, so I'm sure they'll come out and help as we progress. But this is the first of many greenhouse project, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be so cool. So we're going to go out there and get some things moved around.
Demo day.
Demo day. Do you feel like Chip and Joe?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, when we start doing pull-ups on a rafter or like walk out there with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to knock down a wall.
We're really not knocking anything down, much as
We do have to
moving
delicately lift things up out.
moving things around and being more precise. So
Yeah, Chip wouldn't like this.
no, yeah. One thing that I will say that we're doing that's kind of a big deal is, watch out, baby, you're making the camera shake when you put your arms down.
Some people like a ride.
One thing I will say that we're doing that's kind of a big deal is removing the tree in the garden. That my dad's tree has kind of started this whole project of me, this whole thing of me gardening in the first place and getting that started. We're moving it. And instead of just kind of throwing away, we're gonna try to save it, relocate it in a different place in the garden. The tree is been through a lot. It is a miracle it's still alive. See if it'll make it.
It did produce a lot of fruit.
It produced a lot of fruit this season, so I'm gonna try. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so that's why we're kind of getting it done now. But if it doesn't make it this next year, I'm gonna be okay. You know, the tree is just, we were going out there earlier and I can move it by myself and like pull it out of the ground a little bit. So it's not like it's like stuck in there. But if it does die, we'll just buy a new one and plant it in there or something similar. So are you ready?
It's go time.
Okay, so the plan is this greenhouse that I have over here, or this plastic greenhouse that I had. I got it at the beginning, probably like March, and I'm gonna put it away, see if it's even worth salvaging, or I might give it away. But basically it's just storing stuff in it right now. So we're going to clean this out, break it down, and then move the tree over in this spot and see if it'll make it. Okay, we got the greenhouse broken down. I got that thing in March and it was like 20 bucks at Tractor Supply. And you're supposed to break them down every season, but it's pretty cheap. This is the only massive root that was holding this thing together.
Looks like the only healthy one.
All right, let's move it over. There she was.
So let it know that
You little toot.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
It's funny. I didn't do it on purpose, but it is so funny.
I don't know if you can tell. We got me wet.
I can barely tell.
All right, so we moved the tree, and as you can see, it was holding on to one big root. So only God knows if it's up to God now to see if this thing lasts. And if it lasts, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's fine too. We'll do something else over there. But it needed to be moved because we're putting a greenhouse over there. So I kind of like it over here, don't you?
Yeah, it's nice with that.
I like it over there. I think if it dies, then we might get another like little fruit tree over here. Maybe replace it with another fig tree. Or it's a plum tree. We might replace it with another plum tree. So
It looks so much better.
it looks so much better over here. Like we should have had this here in the first place. But the tree was here before the garden was here.
Standing is going to be the greenhouse, and it's going to be a square, 10 by 10 square. The roof is going to slope away from the fence, so it'll come here
way.
and then slope down. The door we're thinking is going to be
Over here somewhere.
on this side,
Yeah.
with the highest point. And then it is going to pretty much fill in this whole corner space.
I'll pull you guys back a little bit so you can kind of see better. Like this is going to be moved. This is going to be moved. This whole, that's where the tree was. But basically this whole square, I don't know if you can see it very well, but from where that green pot is over there, right there, that one, the black one, from there pretty much all the way up to the corner is going to be one side. So it's going to look ugly before it looks cute. So it's going to be under construction for a while. John's like, let's get this done before Thanksgiving. And I'm like, okay.